Have you ever wanted to know more about the world around you? Have you ever wanted to know how others experience the world around you? Welcome to Eye to Eye, the show that starts the conversation and the path to learning. Hi, I'm your host Devin Moore, and this is the show Eye to Eye. Today I'm gathered with great minds to discuss a topic and learn more from others' point of views. Today's discussion will be focused around freshmen versus seniors' perspectives. The way the show works is we'll ask questions to learn from each other and bring awareness to modern issues. Now, I'd like the cast to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Deja. I'm 19. I am a health science major and I'm a freshman.
Hi, I'm Summer. I'm 19. I'm a sophomore and I'm a sociology major with the minor in legal studies.
Hi, I'm Summer Basham. I am a senior here at Sam Houston. I major in philosophy and I minor in political science.
Hi, I'm Asia. I'm 23. I'm a senior and I'm a theater major.
Hi, I'm RJ. I'm 25 and I'm a senior here at Sam Houston.
Now that we've gotten the chance to learn more about where our cast stands on today's topic, I'll start the conversation, and from there, the cast can feel free to ask each other questions. I'll be the moderator during the discussion, so if anything gets out of hand or too far off topic, I will steer the conversation back. Today's first question will be the biggest thing worrying you about your education career today.
I think it's hard to predict the job market, especially during a pandemic. So for those of us close to graduating, us over here on this side, we don't really know how to plan our futures according to what's going on right now. And I think that's the most I've been stressed out about something.
Yeah. And, trying to graduate. So I think that's a thing too, it's a bit unorganized as far as when you're reaching to senior and you're just trying to graduate and then want to add more hours and stuff like that. I think that's a big thing for me, especially when I'm, putting in the work and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to graduate.
Yeah. I can most definitely agree to what y'all are saying as far as looking for something to correlate with your future and what you want to do for the rest of your life or the next 40 plus years of your working career. So definitely I don't have I don't know exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life, but I do know I want to help people, so we'll see.
That's good.
As a freshman, do y'all have anything that y'all worry about for the next 4 years, 3 years?
It's kind of like we don't know yet because I just started myself, so it's like I know what I want to do, but it's like what's gonna happen in the next 3 years or 4 years that that I can kind of control or what I can't control.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing for me is trying to find opportunities that will lead me to where I want to go, because internships and you need higher education, you need this and the other, and it's kind of hard to figure out if I'm gonna need to go the extra mile even more than what's already on my plate right now. So I don't know.
Yes, that's another thing. My freshman year I had a mentorship, and nowadays it's super hard. It's super difficult to even go to office hours. So the underclassmen that are coming in now are having to not only figure out how to do online school in a pandemic, but they're also trying to figure out how can I get a mentorship? How can I get internships? Where do I want to work? It's tough.
Yeah.
Do you think that COVID has had a negative effect on y'all's college experience? I mean, y'all are just entering and y'all are exiting, so.
Yeah, definitely. Since I was here last year, for one whole year of, regular college and then transitioning to online school, I never took online classes for a reason. So now, coming and having to take them all online in general, or just having a class that's, one day a week, I find myself not actually learning and just worrying more about passing and getting a good grade.
I think COVID, me as an incoming freshman, it took a lot. I don't have SAT scores, I don't have ACT scores, I don't have anything to show credibility for my work from high school except for my GPA and the state test or whatever. So like now I like find myself taking unnecessary classes. Like it's just like COVID really just took a lot. I'm not a good online learner, so that's definitely hard. It's affecting my grades and stuff. But I mean, like I guess I have to adjust, like because that's really what college is about, just adjusting to a new way of life.
Sadly,
Yeah.
I think for me, not saying it didn't have a negative impact because, like you said, I don't like doing online classes either. But my teachers have been very kind of lenient. It's like we have more options now. Like if for any reasons our car we couldn't drive or we have no way to get to campus, we're able to at least email our teachers and be like, can I Zoom in a class? Because there was an option where people would sit in the classroom and then some will Zoom in. So I think that's an option that was good for me. And I have learned to like actually concentrate as far as like online classes because I kind of have to to graduate. So, but with the COVID happening, especially last year, like during junior year and stuff like that, it did do a lot because we had to go back home. We had to go back home and try to do the classes on, and some of them you kind of have to do face to face, especially with my major, acting. How do you do that over Zoom? So that was a challenge for me because I'm like, I'm trying to pass, but I am trying to learn, but it was just like, how do you do this? Now it's just like, I'm just trying to pass. So.
Yeah. Right when COVID hit, I had just celebrated like a year of changing my major to philosophy from political science. I still had the same goal. I still want to go to law school, but then COVID hit and I had to teach myself philosophy, being new to it by myself at home online,
Yeah.
It was just insane. How do you do that?
Do you think Sam Houston did a good job of like helping students with their mental health in the time of a pandemic?
I say in a sense, it's like, and I'm not gonna like bash on Sam Houston or anything, but they could definitely do more. Like, we have one center for counseling, okay, but like, are y'all really reaching out to us? Like, are you
Yeah.
okay? Like, is there anything that y'all need to talk about or anything? Like, no emails or nothing. So it's like, okay, well, we have to go talk to our friends. We have to talk to our parents. Like, and sometimes they don't understand. So it's like, I'm just here existing, and it's like it's whatever's going in my head. That's what has to happen, and then So
I was just gonna say, I completely agree because they do have, a counseling center and you can go in and stuff like that, but it's not always accessible because you have to make an appointment to go do it and I feel like they need to make it more often. They need to promote it to be where you can still talk to us if you having problems and Shoot, my major they sometimes have meetings, just to talk, but shoot. Sometimes I can't even make it because I have to work. So it's like, how do you talk to someone when you do have to manage coming to school, doing Zoom, and then work and assignments? It's a lot. So it's like I feel like they should promote it more so we can, if any time of the day we want to talk, then we can talk. So
Yeah.
and like that's another thing too. Like a lot of people have a lot of things to do. Like I know I was taking my first semester. I was taking 18 credit hours. I work in Shenandoah. I was still cheering. So it's like all of this in one, and then I just go home and go to sleep. And then like I have to do assignments and stuff. Like I cried a lot last semester. Like that was terrible. Like, but like again, you have to adjust. So, just do it on your own.
Yeah, I think the counseling center is an amazing tool, especially for students who are struggling and who can admit that they're struggling and want to reach out for help. But also at the same time, I feel like this is kind of unprecedented in times that we're in right now. Those counselors at the counseling center are unfortunately overworked. A lot of them are seeing students all day. Sometimes students can't even get an appointment for 2 weeks. And especially now, since it's getting closer to finals time, it's getting even harder to book a visit. So I definitely think that now that we know that and that we can address that, I think we should bring it to light and kind of figure out ways to solve that.
I guess to build off of what you were saying about just having contact with like professors, I think a lot of the stress, I guess, that Sam Houston has tried to prevent hasn't really outreached a lot of student body I guess, as it should have. But it's only so much you can logically do in a day, as including with your.
We'll be back right after this commercial break.
Hey Bearcats, take your membership on the go by downloading the Sam Houston State University Alumni Cat app today. Not a member yet? Join the Sam Houston Alumni Association or renew in seconds to enjoy exclusive national benefits on dining, entertainment, and much more. Now that you're in, take some time to explore your exclusive member benefits. Read the latest edition of Heritage Magazine or find an alumni event near you. Click on our travel tile to sign up and explore the globe with our traveling Bearcats, or stay connected to alumni in your area as you take your membership everywhere. Come hang out with the Alumni Association as we tailgate some of the biggest games of the year by showing your alumni member card that is now in the palm of your hand. Download the SHSU Alumni Cat app today in the iTunes or Google Play Store, or visit shsu.edu/cat app. Eat 'em up, cats!
Welcome back to Eye to Eye. Today we're discussing the topic of freshman versus senior perspectives. In the first segment, I asked the question to the cast to start the discussion. Now I'll ask the cast members to start discussion on their own, and again, I'll be here to moderate the discussion if anything gets off hand or off topic. If no one has any questions, I have questions to help to keep the conversation going. So y'all are welcome to discuss anything.
I'm not really sure what to discuss. It's a
Here's-
lot that goes on.
Here's the first question. So what, for seniors, was the most eye-opening year for you?
That's a tie between freshman and junior year. I've been through a lot since I got into college. Freshman year, I was very social and outgoing. I could go up and talk to anybody at any time. And then junior year, I got a 4.0 GPA that semester. So I just felt like strong and empowered. Since then, a lot has changed. And this is where I am now.
So I would say kind of from last year going into this year, not only did I realize a lot of stuff as far as school and that I need to work harder for my major, especially if this is what I want to do. It's a lot on social life, like being here. People don't realize that college experience is not just educational, but it's also how you deal with others. Mm-hmm. So especially because you're going into adulthood. You know, you're out here and you have your freedom and individuality. So you're, dealing with other people. You're making new friends. You're losing friends. And stuff like that. And then you have to work around, managing your time too. Mm-hmm. So not only do I have to worry about my social life, I also worry about, okay, I have work and I have assignments and I got to go to class. So I have to manage that time as well. And I'll be trying not to procrastinate. So that's a big thing for me.
I can say the biggest, change is or from freshman to now approaching graduation is watching yourself, grow in ways you didn't really expect. Mm. As I can say as far as like people you hang out with and how you manage your time. A lot of things are going to change, and things that were of value in your life aren't going to be the same down the road as you approach graduation. This includes people and friends too, as mentioned.
So going off of what y'all were saying, what advice would y'all give freshmen now that y'all been in school for almost 4 years?
Please, I'm sorry. Please don't grow up too fast. Do not do it. To be honest, this is the time to make mistakes so you can learn. Because when you go out the world, you are out there. So whatever you don't want to do, don't do it. Or if you do want to do it, go explore. Find out what you like. And I would rather you do that than to figure out later, oh, I didn't want to do this or whatever. Because it's okay to make mistakes. It is okay. So if there is something you've been wanting to do for the longest and it's healthy, do that. And if you want to keep doing it, keep doing it. And if you don't, you have the time to stop.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I know that when I first got here, the people that I came here with, and some of my roommates, some of my friends that I had made within the first semester of my freshman year, had started rethinking their lives and rethinking their application to college. And so they started dropping out. And so I felt like maybe all the people that I was friends with were trying to tell me something, like I should be inspired from them. Like maybe I need to rethink my situation too. That's always challenging, very, very difficult. So I would say, what I would say to freshmen is the very first time you encounter something like that, or that feeling, like maybe self-doubt, don't try to blend in with everyone. Don't try to jump on the bandwagon just because everyone else is doing it. Take care of yourself, see what you really want to do in your life and what you need to do, and stick to that.
Yes. My message to freshmen and upcoming freshmen is be selective on where you choose your time or place your time. Because, like you said, you only have this moment in college. College is very brief in the big grand scheme of things. So with it being very brief, be selective now so your decisions can ultimately better you later on down the road. Don't come in here, okay, it's college, and please have fun and live it up too as well, but know your limits, have balance, and that'll take you a lot further, in my opinion.
So, what is the biggest thing that you hope to gain from your college experience, or for seniors have gained?
To gain, I think I just want to learn like how to be like more responsible and like just taking accountability from our own actions, just because like I am still young. Like you can scream you're grown all day, but like at the end of the day, it's going to, like where you're at, that's going to define you, you know? Because like growing up, I come from like a immigrant home. Like a lot of both of my parents are immigrants, so I had to be responsible enough to come here by myself. Like they didn't go to college. Like I'm a true freshman. I'm like first generation college student. So I had to come to college and be responsible. I was not being responsible. I was partying. I was doing a lot of stuff I had no business doing. So, you know, like that reflected. And then this semester, you know, like a lot of stuff happened as well. Like, you know, death in the family, like the snowstorms plus COVID. So it's like, okay, so that gave me time to think and be like, okay, well, partying not gonna get you to be a PA. Like, you know, so I just had to buckle down, and then like I hope just to realize, you know, just be responsible, take accountability.
Yeah. For me, it's definitely like self-growth and, you know, growing more within myself. I think quarantine was like high key a blessing because it allowed me to like you were saying, like sit with myself and kind of talk through issues and, you know, things that I might not have had the time to do because I was so focused on school or so focused on who I should be around or so focused on what I should be doing. So I think like this point in time has really allowed me to grow and become more of the person that I want to be and not just the person that like society tries to make me be.
That's good. Both of y'all's answers are really good. I feel like y'all are really taking it seriously. I like that. Yeah, I mean, one thing that I'm proud that I learned throughout the years is that I know when I can take a nap and when I really, really need to get on my homework. And sometimes I can even kind of like slide by almost to where like I know I still need to do homework, but I can take like a 30-minute or an hour nap. So it's really just learning about that balance. I'm tired and I'm hungry at the same time. What do I do first?
Look, for me, I am not the same girl when I first got here. That's the thing. I am not the same girl. I have learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot as far as my major. And then the thing about it is that with my major, because you know you go into and because I was in varsity theater in high school. And I feel like I was good, and then you get here, you're like, okay, I wasn't all that good and stuff like that. So I had to learn all over again. And then I ended up being in a play last semester, which was a big thing for me because that was the first play I was on at SAM. So that was good for me, and it taught me that I was like actually growing. And then how to deal with other people. You get to learn that it's a lot of stuff that's not worth it for you to to confront, for you to deal with. You just be like, look, I need to be about my business, and this is not my business. And I'm so unbothered with the drama, even though I'm in theater. So I have learned a lot of stuff of how to deal with people and how to be, you know, in tune with myself. Like, so.
And that's another thing too, like freshmen, I don't think they realize like you're a young adult. Like why are y'all still with the high school stuff? Like y'all are starting drama, y'all still beefing on Twitter. Like this is just stupid. Like, you know.
You do find out a lot about a person by going to college with them.
Yes.
You do.
And I've had to have like conversations with my friends and let them know like you're in college now, you're an adult, and you choose who you want to be around. You choose the energy that you want to be around. So you really don't have to see anyone if you don't want to. So like complaining about someone or, you know, being angry at someone, that's all on you.
Literally.
You choose who you want to be around. You choose the things that you bring into your life. So why, you know, put yourself through that stress, that drama, that extra negativity?
Yeah.
I can say, to bit off of what you were saying, like the biggest takeaway, I think that quarantine and Sam has kind of taught me is that, you know, when you focus on your energy, on your own energy, and you stop and you filter out anything that's not necessary, the right energy will attract itself to you.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
always focus on yourself.
It's great to hear y'all's standpoints on freshman versus senior. Right after this break, we're going to be back and y'all are going to review some things about what we've talked about freshman versus senior. And we're going to have the question, do y'all agree with the statement that college will be the best 4 years of y'all's life? And then y'all can discuss some other things about that. Right after this break, we'll be back with Eye to Eye.
The proud son of hardworking immigrant parents, Eric Rodas chose to serve his country. A father, a soldier, and now a college graduate. He proved that circumstances have nothing to do with your outcome. Since 1879, we've been helping students like Eric determine their future. Sam Houston State University, a great name in education. Third-generation Bearcat Tacey Webb roped her way to a national championship through her hard work and fearless dedication. Trading her saddle for nursing scrubs, Tacey set her sights in another arena, a place where she can champion the needs of others. Since 1879, we've been helping students like Tacey reach their championship potential. Sam Houston State University, a great name in education.
Welcome back to Eye to Eye. In this segment, we'll review what we have learned from others' perspectives and what we could take away from this experience. So going back to the question, do y'all agree with the statement that college is the best 4 years of y'all's life?
No. No. I mean, people said the same stuff about high school, and I absolutely hated high school. Despised high school, actually. So much so that I went to a school where no one from my high school went to. So college definitely is not the best 4 years of your life. Like I was having a conversation with a girl the other day, and college really isn't about the educational aspect. Because when you go to your job, you're going to have to learn an entirely different new set of skills, and you're going to learn the education that you need to do your job. College is more about the social skills and, you know, meeting new people, talking to people, networking, and things like that. So that's what I think is valuable about college. But for it, you know, the entirety being the best 4 years of my life, this is not my entire life. College is not my entire life, so it can't be the best 4 years of my life.
I definitely agree. Well, like I'm not gonna say it's like the best 4 years, but it's like an experience that I think a lot of people go through. Like, because some people make it seem like, okay, for it to be the best experience, you have to go do X, Y, Z. You have to join orgs. You have to go here. You have to do this, that. But like, it's really what you make it. Like, you know, if doing what you enjoy in college, like, that's what you get out of it. Like, you know, so it's just like, yeah, it's about how you make it, what you make it out of, you know.
100% agree. Yeah.
I agree too. Because I ain't gonna say it's not the best 4 years, and I'm not gonna say it is. It's more like you said, it's how you make it. You know, you get to learn a lot. You know, you can join an org or not join an org. You can join a sorority and not join a sorority. That doesn't mean, you know, you didn't get your college experience. And let's just be real, college is not for everybody. Some people come to college and figure out this is not where I want to be, this is not what I'm going to do, and they drop out and they still good. So it is an experience, and if you want to take it, then take it. Just make it how you want to make it, and just don't regret it. That's why you got to watch what you do in college, because this is a place where you do get away from your parents and stuff like that. So it is how you make it, whether it's good or bad. So
Yeah.
I can say it's probably the 4 best years of learning yourself
yeah.
pre-adulthood.
Yeah.
You know, like it's the first step into you having, let's say, anything accessible that you want and all the freedom that you want and ever desired when you were in high schools. Now, boom, on a silver platter. You know, and what are you gonna do with it? Is the question. So.
Yeah, for sure. College definitely gives you the environment to find yourself and find what journey you want to put yourself on. But if when you graduate, you realize you don't like the person the stress has made you become, then that's a different story. Now you have to spend the time and put in the effort to change that.
Let me tell you, when I graduate, I am taking a break.
Oh, yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, after I graduate, you know, me personally, I'm not gonna jump straight to, I'm sorry. I've been stressing I did 2 years at Lone Star, then I transferred here. I am trying to take a break. Like, actually try to do things that I've been wanting to do that I haven't been able to do since I've been in school. So try to take that time. It's not no rush. It is no rush at all.
Left to work. So.
Right.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask, like, how has y'all's plans changed from your freshman year to now, like, for after college? And then has COVID, like, affected your plans for, like, after you graduate?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I used to be the type of girl that I was the first one of my friends accepted into college. You know, I tried looking for all the scholarships. I tried teaching my cousins. Like, my cousins would come to ask me how to get into college, how to apply, and how to do all that stuff. I had everything planned out from A to Z. I knew where I was going to be when I was 40 years old, you know. But now that I'm close to graduating and we're in a pandemic also, among so many other things, I have completely thrown all my plans out of the window. I want to take a year off and then go to law school. But whether or not I'm even going to make it to law school, that's a different story. I'm still kind of debating what's best for my mental health, what's best for me. I'm trying to block out all the voices outside and just focus on me.
Yeah, so for me, my plans have definitely changed. Because I'm a type that likes to plan. I like to be prepared. But now it's kind of like I embrace change, because what is meant for me is going to be for me. You know, and that's another thing you need to embrace, because change is going to happen, especially even if it's during college, even if you change majors, even if you, like, thinking you're finna do something after graduation, you end up doing something entirely different. That's just what happens. Things will happen because it's for you, you know, or it's to help you learn, or it's an opportunity. It's gonna be that way. So,
like, absolutely. Like, I went into college as an art major. Now I'm graduating, like, with a focus in nutrition. Like,
yeah.
you just never really know all the time, but again, it's just always about putting your best foot forward whenever you can, and, you know, filtering out anything negative that may stand in front of you, including assignments you don't want to do. You know, like, you place yourself in this position for a reason. You know, you can make the best out of it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
If nothing else, that's the one thing I want you guys to take away from this, is, like, change is completely okay. Do it on your time, but still try to keep in mind what you're working for in the future.
And don't be burnt out.
Yeah, don't get
Do
burnt out.
not be burnt out. You know, so if you want to balance your time between social, because you're gonna need to get out of the house at one point in time. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's all I'm
Yes.
gonna say.
Okay, well, it was great hearing y'all's thoughts and just discussing the differences between senior year, freshman year, and even sophomore year. That's going to be the end of our show. Thank you for watching Eye to Eye, where we have the conversation to bring individuals closer into the perspectives on how others view the world around them from freshman to senior year. It's great to see y'all's changes and the things that y'all have experienced in y'all's time. That will be all, folks, and we'll see you on the next episode of Eye to Eye.